Let's talk about sex education. Yes. This doesn't have to be awkward. Don't make it awkward. It's important. It's an important conversation because I received unhelpful and terrifying sex education. And you know who that is unfair to? Me. So, in middle school and high school and maybe a little of elementary school, I didn't learn much. Sex ed started in 5th grade and ended in 9th. And I learned diddly squat. These are the things I did learn. Can you tell me if they're truths or lies? One, I learned that my period was there because if I would have had a baby, that's the blood that would have flowed through its body. What? Who told me that? The other thing I learned basically was that the biggest thing that I should fear in life was getting an STI. I got very little this is what you would do. You know that scene from Mean Girls? I related to it a little bit too hard. The other thing that I learned was that the only way to for sure not get pregnant and to not get an STI, and according to Mean Girls, to not die, was to not have sex. Only guarantee, I remember the moment. The only guarantee, remember, is abstinence. I was like, but that it's not helpful because if people are still going to partake in activities, you haven't helped them. When are you going to help them? And I'm not alone. If you do a quick search on the interwebs for sex education class horror stories, I'm telling you, people were just lied to. Now, sex ed is so important. Do you know why? Do you want to know why? Come closer, I'll tell you. Because no matter how much you don't tell people about safe sex, people are still, gonna have sex. We gotta do better, people, better! So there was a point where I realized there was a gap in my education, right? That point was college. People were casually hooking up and I was like, oh my God. Oh God. You know what I'm saying? I was nervous. So I realized they'd probably be fine. There was a thing called protection and they were probably using it. Unless they got the same sex education as me. I also didn't realize that you could just go buy condoms. When I was in high school, I could have just gone, I think. I hadn't a clue. I thought I needed parental permission. I had only learned about 2 types of birth control. Just 2. The condom that no one ever showed me how to put on, and the birth control pill that no one ever told me how to get. It is really just sinking in that these things are very accessible to me. All the things I didn't learn about, you know what I'm saying, internal condoms. What, did they invent that last year? What the heck? IUDs? Never heard of them. Never heard of her. Those little birth control rods that come right in your arm, they put them right inside here. I literally hadn't heard of those until, I would say, January. I've been cheated of an education. Not to mention, if you happen to be a queer kid, what it is, this kid right here, if you happen to be queer, it's not like we don't exist in the kind of sex ed that I received. It's not an option, okay? It's not an option. It's no sex or more no sex. If you don't know where to go, who to turn to, who to talk to, all of that can be an issue. So, shout out to Planned Parenthood because they reached out to me to tell you about a service that they have that is accessible to anyone with a phone or a computer. So if you text this number and text them PPNOW, you can chat with somebody over at Planned Parenthood about any sex ed questions that you have. Basically, it's really as easy as typing in the number, texting them a question, and getting your answer. If you don't feel comfortable texting, you can also head over to plannedparenthood.org/chat to talk to a professional on the website. There are specific hours. I'll put all that information in the description box below. Specific hours, but you can log in and you can just chat with a professional and ask them questions about safe sex. If you're worried that you may have an STI, ask them about what to do. They'll point you towards your closest Planned Parenthood. The thing is, when you aren't taught things, you don't even know where to start with the information. And so if you have no idea what your safe sex and contraception options are, you don't know where to start looking. So it's important and awesome to be able to just ask someone these questions and to get some answers. Again, you can find it in the description box below. You can also find the phone number and everything in the instructions in the description box below. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you all have an incredible day, and don't forget to be unapologetic, because that's all that I'm trying to do. And again, thank you so much for Planned Parenthood for making this video possible, and for, you know, keeping me in the loop with all the cool stuff that they're doing. I super appreciate it. I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.